I'm going to show you how to create your own holiday card using a computer programming tool called Scratch. So that you can create a card along with me, pause this video whenever you need to and repeat the steps on your computer. Here is how your finished project will look. To start any Scratch program, click on the green flag. So when I click the green flag for this program, my penguin starts to dance, I hear some music, and my letters are blinking and changing color. To stop any Scratch program, click on the stop sign. To get started, you'll need to be on the Scratch website. Your teacher will tell you how to get there. From the Scratch website, click on Create. This will bring up a brand new blank Scratch project. First thing I'm going to do is close this Help menu to give myself more room on the screen. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sign into the Scratch website so that I can save my work back to the Scratch website. So I clicked on Sign in the upper right, and your teacher will tell you what your username and password should be. Now that I'm signed in, I need to give my project a name. So up here where it says Untitled, I'm going to select this text and type over it with my keyboard. Your teacher will tell you what to call your project. You should not use your last name in the project name, but you can call it your first name. I'm going to call it Kim's Card. Make sure that you call your project something that will let you know what yours is so you can find it later and not get it confused with another student's project. So now that I have that, I'm going to hit File, Save Now, and I'm ready to start. So if you remember what our program looked like, we didn't have a cat in our program, so I'm going to remove the Scratch cat from this program by clicking the scissors, and then down here in Sprites, I'm going to click on the Scratch cat. So now I have a blank canvas to create my card. First, let me describe a little bit about the Scratch screen. Scratch is a little bit like a show or a play. You have a stage, and then you have sprites. And a sprite can be anything that goes on your stage. It can be a person or an animal or a snowflake. It can really be any prop that you need for your program. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new sprite. If you click on this icon right here, you can choose a sprite from the Scratch library. I'm going to click on Animals, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and pick Penguin 3. So I click on Penguin 3, and I click OK, and there's my penguin. So now that I have a sprite, sprites can do three things. Sprites can have a script that make them move or say something. It changes their behavior in some way. I can have a costume. This particular sprite has 3 different costumes, and a costume is a way for a sprite to change the way it looks. And I can have sounds. I can either pull in a sound from the Scratch library, or I can hit the microphone and I can record my own sound. So those are the 3 things that a sprite can do. And in our sample program, our penguin was dancing. So the first thing we're going to do is write a script to make him dance. Every script starts with an event, and the event just tells this script, when should I start running? Should I start running when the program is started, when the green flag is clicked? Should I start running when my end user presses the space key? Should I start when the sprite is clicked with the mouse? There are several different ways you can start a script. Our penguin started dancing right when the program started. So I'm going to click and drag this block over to my programming pane. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make him move. So when the green flag is clicked, he's going to move. The first thing is he moved left and right, and he did it over and over, right? He did it the entire time the program was running. The way you do something over and over is with a loop, and those are under the control menu. We're going to do it forever. So if I drag the the forever control, and it's going to click just like a Lego under this top block. Now anything that I put inside of this forever block will execute and run over and over and over. So what I'm going to do is make him move, and that's found under the motion menu. I'm going to make him point in a direction. And if you don't know your angles, you can always click on the drop down and it'll give you a hint. So 90 is turning right. The next thing I'm going to do is from the control menu, I'm going to make him wait a little bit. So he's going to turn to the right, he's going to wait a little bit, and then turn to the left. So I'll make him wait a half a second. And the way I make him wait a half a second is I type in 0.5 with my keyboard. The next thing I'll do is go back to the motion menu and make him point in the other direction. So last time he pointed right, this time I'll make him point left. And I'll add one more wait block in there. So if you did it correctly, your block should look like this, and when you click on the header, it will run just this script. If I click on the green flag, it will run all the scripts in my program. If I click on just the header, it just runs this script. So right now I only have one script, so I'm going to click this and see what happens. Oh boy, he's dancing on his head. The way to change that behavior, first of all, I'm going to stop the script from running. The next thing I'm going to do is under the motion menu, I'm going to change the way he turns. So I'm going to set his rotation style to left and right. And I'm going to drag that and put it right between the start of my script and the forever, because he only needs to change his rotation style once. The dancing is what happens over and over. So if I change this now, yay, now he's dancing only left and right. That's much better. I'll click the stop sign to stop my program. The next thing is we need to add some music because he's dancing to nothing. So I'm going to go into the events menu again, and I'm going to add another script to my penguin. So really what the penguin is doing is he's doing two things at the same time, which in programming we call that multi-threading. You can do two things in a computer at the same time. So what this is going to do, I'm going to add a control loop again because I want my song to play forever. And I need to add the sound that I want to play. So I'll click on sounds, and I'm going to pick one from the library. I'm going to go under music loops, and I really like this song. So I'm going to pick this one. You can listen to the songs and pick a song that you like, but this is a really good song to dance to. So I click OK, and now my penguin has a song to play. If I go back to scripts and click on sound, I can tell him to play my techno song until it's done. And it's in my forever loop, so it's going to keep playing that song over and over until my program stops. So let's see how that looks. Looks pretty good. I'm going to click the red stop sign to stop my program. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add the letters J-O-Y to the top. And we'll do that by adding 3 sprites, one for each letter. So I'm going to click down here to choose a sprite from the library. I'm going to click letters, and I like these letters down here. So I'm going to pick a J and hit OK. And then I'll do it again. Click the link, click letters, scroll down, choose O, click OK, and the last one, letters, scroll down, choose Y, and OK. So now I'm going to just click and drag them with my mouse to put them where I want them. I'm going to move my penguin down too. Looks pretty good. So if you want to make them blink, if you have time to do that, we're going to add a script to each one of these sprites. So I'm going to click on the J sprite so I can add a script to that sprite. And again, I need to start every script with an event. I want mine to start blinking as soon as I start the program. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say forever under control because I want them to blink the whole time over and over. And then under the looks menu, I'm going to make them change color. So I'm going to click on change color effect by 25. And when you're all done with your program, you can play with this number and make it change it in a different way. It'll make the colors closer together. I'm also going to make it wait so they don't blink so fast that I can't enjoy each color. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to try 0.5 seconds. So I'm going to watch it go by clicking on this header and watch just this script run. Notice my penguin isn't dancing, the music isn't playing because only the J script is running. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to hit stop. And an easy way to copy a script, because I want my O and my Y to do the exact same thing that my J did, I'm going to copy this script to those two sprites. And the way you do that is kind of a secret. I'm going to grab it and drag it over the O and then let go. It doesn't look like anything happened, but if I click on the O, there's my script. There's no script on the Y because I haven't done that one yet. So if I click on the J again, I hold this, click and drag over the Y and let go. Now my Y has the script. And if that didn't work out for you, you had trouble with it, you can always write this script again for the O and the Y. So now if I hit the green flag, all my scripts will run at the same time. I'm going to click the red stop sign to stop. In the sample program, the letters didn't change color at the same time. They were staggered a little. The way to do that is if I go to the O, I'm going to make the O wait just a little bit before it starts changing color. I'm going to make you wait a half a second. And I'm going to go to the Y, click and drag right in between there, and make you wait 1 second. Let's see how that looks. Pretty good. So I'll click the stop sign. The last thing for us to do is to add a pretty backdrop. So that I'll do on the stage. I'm going to click on the stage and click on backdrops. And this little icon here will let me choose a backdrop from the library. You can pick whatever one you like, but I'm going to pick winter and hit OK. And now my program is done. So some things that you could do to this program if you have time left, you can add other sprites from the library, and now that you know how to make them change color, you know how to make them dance, you could add another animal and have them dance. Just make sure you pick an animal that has arms or something that you'll see it visibly move. You can change the song, you can do whatever you like. So I hope you have enjoyed this. I hope it inspires you to try computer programming and take some time to explore the Scratch website and look at some of the programs that were written by other students. You can look inside their program and see all of their code and all of their programming logic if you want to see how someone else wrote something, and it's a great way to learn. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Show your parents your holiday card, and if you'd like, they can email a link to this card. If you click on share, it will be available to anyone on the Scratch website, and you can email that link to your friends and family and send them a copy of your holiday card. Hope you enjoyed it.